believe we were talking about Elon Musk and
Yeah, the cabinet and all the shadow government stuff going on that they accuse
yeah.
everybody else of doing. Yes.
So South Africa. First of all, let me tell you this: there are no African countries that have nuclear weapons. None.
Right.
Um, Out of the European countries, meaning white countries, you have, of course, the United States, France, and Germany that have nuclear weapons.
Great Britain also, if I'm not
Out
mistaken.
of the Asian country, yeah, UK. Um, Out of the Asian countries, you have Pakistan, India,
China, of
China,
course. You're right.
and North Korea.
Correct.
Um, and then you have Israel, who um, doesn't say they have them or doesn't deny
Right.
that they have them. But we know they have them,
Right.
or at least one or two.
Right. And that's all you need for a deterrent.
Yeah, that's all you only need one.
Right.
You don't need 1,000. You only need one.
Right.
So back to South Africa because we were talking about Elon Musk. Um, First of all, the white population in South Africa is only 7%.
Oh, that's
This
it?
is yeah, this is a country of it's 89% black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got 7% that are classified as white. You have another 12% that's over the 7% that are classified as colored. Colored means interracial.
So mulatto, if you
Okay.
would.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have Asian, crazy enough, and
Mm.
Indian. And the Asians and the Indians were brought over there as indentured servants
That's it.
when
Okay.
they held the black population pretty much as slaves. So,
Right.
so the only African country at that time, um, why apartheid was there, that had a nuclear weapon on the African continent was South Africa. After apartheid, they dismantled their nuclear weapons program
I was
because
not
they
aware of
know
that.
that
Right.
these niggas was going to bomb some white folk.
Mm.
So they just said that's why. That's the only
Get the
reason
nukes
why.
out of here. Get the nukes
Yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah. Get them out. Because they knew some bad shit might be coming.
Sure.
Um, but that's what I have on South Africa.
Okay.
I don't know why we jumped on that subject, but
Well, you were talking about Elon.
oh yeah, Elon. That mm. You don't hear too much from Elon and anymore, do you? It kind of went like fucking, you know, silent. Because Elon was
One
always in the
because
news.
he became a complete pariah just based on all the cuts with Doge and like everything else, and then two, like his net worth is plummeted. Just because people's like this guy's a freaking jerk on top of other things. So
And they would call him co-president. Trump don't like that shit.
oh yeah, no,
I can't, I can't be co-nothing. You know,
no.
nothing. Trump don't like that. So Elon is going, but he still has his minions running through the government.
Sure. Hmm.
Um, and maybe they found some. You know, we always knew that the government was wasteful. They just spent money on dumb shit.
Right.
You know,
Uh, a little bit bloated,
thousand
but
dollar
both
clothes cheap.
sides. Right. Right.
You
Exactly.
know,
Hmm.
on both sides. You know,
Correct.
because everybody has their own, like,
Pet
little
projects,
program that they bring money to their, their state, their
constituents.
city. Yeah, yeah. So
They call it pork in the
that's
spending bills.
yeah, that's the problem. You know, we like the pork,
Right.
we just don't like how it's made. We like that sausage.
Like that sausage,
Give me that
yeah.
Jimmy Dean. I want that Jimmy Dean.
Hmm. Bob Evans.
That's right. Just don't like the way it's made.
Right.
Because if anybody seen the way sausage is made, they probably wouldn't eat it. Just like bologna, you
Or hot
probably
dogs.
wouldn't eat it.
It's all the same. It's all the sausage
Yeah,
family. Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't eat it. Anyway, that's where we're at. So, um, and the problem now is that the electorate that voted Trump in are so in that they can't admit defeat. You
All
know,
right,
they
exactly.
say,
So they got to see
you know
this
what?
all the way through now. All right.
Yeah, they got to see it. They got to see it all the way through.
Right.
And
Good, bad, or indifferent.
that's right. Everybody has to at this point.
Sure.
And you know, um, this is what we deserve. This is
Hmm.
truly what we deserve. Everything that we get now is what we deserve because guess what? We didn't listen until the last minute of the election. And guess what? Both candidates were fucking flawed,
Yep.
but one just had something more than the other one did.
Right.
And Trump didn't have intellect. Um, he didn't have new ideas. Um, he didn't generate a sense of hope. What Trump generated was grievance. Why are we here? We're getting robbed by the whole world. Fuck them, you know. And that was his attitude. And then you had this other one on the other side that every time they stuck a mic in her face, she started fucking giggling.
Giggling. Right.
She couldn't she couldn't articulate um, her vision and the vision that she saw for the country. Um, and he
Well,
couldn't either. He,
so
he
let
just
me interject here.
projected this. Mm-hmm,
So, you know, when you say that she wasn't able to articulate her vision, that all depends on who you ask, because some people say think that she did a good job in terms of this is what I want to do for first time home buyers and for small businesses and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now perhaps she didn't do a good enough job of doing it, but I've seen some stuff as to where she did, but I don't think she went nearly as far and as I guess nearly as direct as he did, because he's been talking this for the last 4 years, ever since he came out of office, and so everybody knew, where he was coming from in terms of what his platform was, and here it is on the back end of the election. You had the disaster with Biden, and I guess in that first debate, and then they went through and switched things up. So, that's part of it right there. I'm going to send you a couple links to look at, and maybe we can go into this part of it in a separate a separate episode. And this is I've seen some some pretty convincing videos. Well, I won't say 100%, but another thing convinced me that there could have been maybe some election tampering. So I'll send you the links, and then when you get some downtime, check them out, and then we'll revisit this, and you can tell me what you think. So
Look, I tell you this. There was a saying in Chicago politics with the I believe his name was Daley. He was the mayor of
oh
Chicago.
yeah, Mayor Daley, the infamous Mayor Daley.
Yeah.
He was about as bad as Frank Rizzo back in Philly. But anyway, go ahead.
Vote often, vote once, and vote often. Or some shit like that.
Hmm.
That means that he wanted people to vote twice. I can't remember the exact quote. I'm pretty sure you're going to pull it up. And that was his saying, you know.
Hmm.